the different types of hookah, like how you use it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history. I'm going to tell you about the health effects that comes with it. And then I'm going to share some myths and facts for you, okay? Okay, so what is hookah? Hookah, as described by the CDC, is a water pipe that's used to smoke specially made tobacco, and it comes in different flavors like pineapple, apple, mint, coconut, chocolate, etc. How you use it, there's different tools that go along with it. There's like a bunch of assorted pipes or pens. I personally have a pen. It's non-tobacco, so it's just like a flavored juice, but it's mostly in like big fancy pipes. The flavored tobacco is put at the end of the pipe in a specially made tube, and it's heated by coals. And the pipe is connected to a bowl filled with water and a hose. And the smoker breathes in through the hose, thus having a puff of tobacco. Okay, so the history. Hookah began at least 500 years ago in the Middle East, mostly in Persia and India. Then it quickly spread to the Middle East in countries like Iran. And Iran actually had a really potent type of hookah that became the most popular out of all of them. And then it eventually spread to coffee shops and restaurants. Another small study is that young adults have found a high prevalence of hookah use among college students in the United States, which is fine, I'm talking about it to you. These studies show the past year use ranging from about 22% to 40%. The health effects. Compared to a cigarette, a lot of people ask, oh, is it just as bad, is it worse? I'm going to tell you all about that. Also by the CDC, although many users think it's less harmful, hookah smoking has many of the same health risks as cigarette smoking. It contains high levels of toxic compounds including tar, carbon monoxide, heavy metals, and cancer-causing chemicals. In fact, hookah smokers are exposed to more carbon monoxide in smoke than cigarette users. The CDC also says that an hour-long hookah smoking session involves about 200 puffs, while smoking an average cigarette is only 20 puffs. The other thing too is there's nicotine and then there's no nicotine. For example, like I said before, the hookah pen that I use has no nicotine, so what you do is you open it, you put the juice in, and you're done with it. There's tobacco-free mixtures that have low concentration and are becoming more common nowadays just because people are trying to get away from that stuff, and it's also not as addictive. They're known to be less harmful and are said to be made from herbal ingredients like tea leaf molasses, natural stones soaked in glycerin. However, the traditional shisha, which is also hookah, requires a charcoal burning for the necessary smoke. So even though you're using a tobacco-free product, the charcoal effects can still hit you. It is true that these alternatives are better and can be as safe as long as you are doing hookah in moderation. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you guys about some myths and facts. Since hookah is definitely more relative now, there's a lot of rumors going around about it. So myth number 1, hookah smoke is filtered through water, so it filters out harmful ingredients. True or false?
False.
False.
False! Smoking tobacco through water does not filter out cancer-causing chemicals. Water-filtered smoke can damage the lungs and heart as cigarette smoke. Myth number 2, inhaling hookah smoke does not burn the lungs, so it is not unhealthy. True or false?
False.
It is true! The hookah smoke does not burn the lungs when inhaled because it is cooled through the water in the base of the hookah. But even though the smoke is cooled, it still contains carcinogens and it is still unhealthy. Myth number 3, shisha, hookah. Tobacco contains fruit, so it is healthier than regular tobacco. True or false?
False.
False! Tobacco is tobacco, no matter what. Shisha is often soaked in molasses or honey and mixed with fruit, but it still contains cancer-causing chemicals and nicotine. And the last one, myth number 4. Smoking shisha is assorted with a few long-term health problems in cigarettes. True or false? Don't be sure. It's only 2 answers.
False.
True or false, people? Come on.
False.
False. Smoking shisha can lead to various cancers as well as heart and lung disease, much like cigarette smoking. In addition, diseases such as hepatitis, herpes, and tuberculosis can be spread when shisha closed mouthpieces are shared. So like in the picture before when there were 2 pipes in it, sometimes my uncle, my sister, and I, we went to a hookah bar in the city, and it was a Turkish place, and we all used one hose, but we all had a little different mouthpiece that connected to it. But I also read somewhere else that like sometimes they don't clean them as well, so like you kind of just gotta like watch out for yourselves, okay? What else did I want to say? Okay, so in conclusion, hookah is a tradition dating back almost 500 years. It's enjoyable in a group hangout. Of course, everything in moderation, but as long as you're aware of the risks you're taking, hookah can be a lot of fun. Now that you know what hookah is, what most hookah is made from, and how to use it, the different types, and know the facts, you can make your own conclusions to choose whether you use it or not.